Hi, good afternoon. It's Lori from Not Your Ordinary Dog Walker. Um, so in today's vlog, I just figured I'd bring you down to the beach with me and I'd just carry on with my vlog here. And what I wanted to talk about is, will there be a financial crisis in 2019 or 2020? And the experts are saying that the stock market crash in 2019 is actually expecting a 70% correction warning, and that's due to the increased volatility, the rising interest rates. They're leading investors and economists to warn of the impending stock market crash. So that will mark exactly 10 years since the global financial crisis in 2009, right? So it's like we will have gone full circle. And I remember that was like the eve of my awakening, right? When I found out, like November, I guess it would have been, of 2009. And then my awakening was in 2010. So what they're saying is the predictions are now coming in thick and fast, and it appears that there's a foregone conclusion that 2020 is the date that Crash 2.0 will wreak havoc. So whether it's late fall or early spring, either way, we can't really get away from a global financial crisis. It's coming, and that's what today's vlog is about. I want to ask some hard questions about what happens when the dollar collapses and the effects of the dollar collapse. A sudden dollar collapse would create global economic turmoil like it did the first time, right, that we witnessed in 2009 and 2010 and so on. Investors rushed in with other currencies and other assets and commodities. Treasuries plummeted and interest rates rise, right? So that's what happens, and then the economy collapses, right? Because no one can do anything. You lose your access to credit, the banks close, as we've witnessed over the years, and it just means major restructuring all across the board. And then what causes the economy to collapse is any range of bad economic conditions, ranging from a severe prolonged depression. And I don't care what anyone says, I've been in that ever since it happened. And my way out of it was to launch my business, which most of you know by now was taken away from me because the homeowners where I lived never applied for the business permit, so I couldn't proceed with my plans there, which is why I'm here. That's why this vlog is happening. So getting back to, okay, so what caused the 1929 stock market crash? Well, that crash was the worst economic event in world history, and could it have been prevented? That's a really good question, and I don't think so, because all of this stuff is like controlled demolition. If you go back to like 9/11, and that was a controlled demolition when they brought down the buildings, that's where I'm trying to go today, is that's what I see coming to, is when the economy does finally crash, it's going to come down like the Twin Towers did. It's going to be fast, and it's going to hit everyone hard and fast, and people aren't going to be prepared. So that goes on to rest of this vlog, and that's about the importance of trying to prepare for it, right? So some of those questions are, now that this information's been brought into your awareness, are you going to do anything about it? What are you doing? And how do you prepare for such a time and event in world history? Well, all I can do is explain what I've done and what my spirit has prompted me to do over the years. And the first thing I did was I got my spiritual house in order. I repented and started praying and fasting for guidance and direction from the Lord himself. There's just no way around it, because what's coming, you're going to need spiritual intervention, right? Like, God's economy isn't the same as man's. Let's be straight about that. So in the last 9 years or so, I've done my food storage and preparations, and I purchased silver and junk silver, and got out of debt, got away from credit cards, dealing cash. And the war on cash is just absolutely phenomenal at this point. Nobody that I'm dealing with wants to deal in cash. Everybody wants to go electronic. So, I'm constantly being flagged with people for that reason. And but whatever. I mean, they can do their e-transfers, and then I just go get the cash. But people haven't even questioned why we're going to electronic methods and ways, and the problems that that's going to bring about when everything does freeze. It's like whatever you have is what you have when the crash comes. So if I can share anything, it's take the time now to prepare with the time that we have left, and get your house in order, and do what you can to stockpile your food, water, weapons, and things that you can barter with. I'll go more in depth about some of this stuff somewhere else down the road. I can't do it today because this vlog's almost up. But, I just wanted to share that the importance of my faith. Like, without it, I wouldn't have made it this far, and I've been stumbling upon some hard times, right? So I can't even imagine what someone would be going through without faith during this time. So that's my number one suggestion, is get your spiritual house in order, and then get online and find all the other ways that you can get prepared. All right, that's all. Look forward to vlogging with you again soon. All right, take care. Bye.